This NBA season looks like madness to me. What's up? This is Martin from Basketball Society. If you're not a subscriber already, I would love for you to go down and click subscribe. If you've been watching these videos, you've heard me mention the podcast. It is coming soon, I promise you. So subscribe to the channel. It'll be hosted by me right here on the channel. So just stay patient and stay tapped in with me. This NBA season looks like madness to me.
This is madness!
Let's just look at the contenders, right? Look at the contenders. You have Milwaukee, the Lakers, Brooklyn, Phoenix, Utah, Miami, Clippers, Denver. Atlanta's going to be dangerous at full strength. You're getting into some of these fringe teams that are like, well, they could be a contender. They may not be, but they've got a star on their team. They could make noise if they get hot. The East really is like real chaos.
This is chaos magic, Wanda.
I mean, because you're looking at like the Celtics, the Raptors, the Knicks, like teams that you don't really want to play because these teams are playing hard. They've got young players, you know, a couple of them have legitimate stars. Brooklyn is not the super team that they don't look like the favorites right now. People don't seem scared of them, and they shouldn't be. There's no Kyrie. Milwaukee is a real issue because they're deeper. They've just got different kinds of weapons, and Giannis is just a different kind of animal to deal with right now. Milwaukee is not like a super team. Like, they look really good. They're just not a super team. So it's not that feeling that like, oh, no one can beat them. Miami obviously played Milwaukee really well. I know Drew Holiday didn't play. Just looking at what Miami has, you know, adding Kyle Lowry, Markieff Morris, PJ Tucker, the kind of additions they made, they've probably got one of the more lethal, like, small ball lineups in the league. You have a lot of good teams in the East right now. People are slowly but surely, I think, falling in love with Chicago. Some of us were believers right away. I was one of them. This whole Lonzo Ball, DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, I was here for that. There's a lot of activity in those three. Like, LaVine can fill it up. He can score. DeRozan has been in a lot of big moments and he can score. He is an elite wing scorer in his own right, respectively. And Lonzo Ball is an elite playmaker. Like, they are going to be tough to deal with for anybody. The other team you don't want to play is Charlotte. LaMelo Ball is special. He's just special. He's not even his ultimate self yet, but he's a lot to deal with right now. And their head coach came from the Spurs. James Borrego, he's from the Spurs. He knows what he's doing. They've still got Gordon Hayward. They've still got Terry Rozier. But right now, Charlotte has the horses to disrupt anyone. The only super teams, Brooklyn, and now kind of moving over to the West with the Lakers, they're not really looking like super duper teams right now. This isn't like, you know, the Warriors years, especially when they got KD, when they just, the super team of the NBA is like the super team. Like, you know, you're not beating them on any given night. It's just about how much they're going to beat you by and if you can keep it competitive. LeBron and Wade's Miami teams, like, those regular seasons were dominant. These super teams are just super teams on, you know, on paper, but Brooklyn and the Lakers have their own separate, you know, situations going on. The dark horse team of the NBA this year, we all know who it is, right? We all know who we should be afraid of, very, very afraid of, and keeping our eye on. The Golden State Warriors. Klay coming back, yes, is what we should be waiting for to see. But the only reason we should be waiting for that to see what they look like then is because of how they look now. It's like they've really started to evolve. Like, the Wiggins pickup for them was a little different because Wiggins isn't like, you know, Wiggins has been a scorer. Like, he's been, you know, like over 20 points a game, like kind of like, you know, just a raw kind of individualistic scorer, like not really part of like a system kind of player. But he's the kind of player that the Warriors really have needed. You know, you needed a little more scoring. You needed some more athleticism on the wing, you know, after KD left, you know, just kind of getting some new pieces in that could really be capable and could, you know, help with scoring the ball, playing on both ends and playing within the system, obviously. But talent is always going to be needed. And Wiggins was just a great talent pickup for them at the time. Jordan Poole, my lord, like, yo, he has started to put together a full-on scoring package, supported by the fact that he can really shoot the ball. He has come in as now the proverbial third splash brother when Klay comes back. Jordan Poole has now given the Warriors exactly what they needed to get back on track. They have their second reliable shooter. As a result, with Steph still being who Steph is, right? There's no tension or anything like that. Like, Poole is blossoming and ascending, and Steph is still being Steph Curry. And I mean, it's great for the team, obviously. So as a result of now Poole, his confidence, his ability going up, Steph being who he is already, which is already infectious, you've got Iggy back. Iggy already knows what to do. He's coming up, just knowing this, like, yep, just do that. Yep, this exchange. Yep, come back. Yeah, he knows the whole playbook already. He knows the playbook better than these guys know it. Like, he knows how they should be playing already. He knows the looks. He knows the counters, transition, secondary. Like, Iggy's back. So you've got Iggy back. The Warriors have very quietly put together exactly what they need to make another title run. They get Klay back. You're looking at a complete team now. The Warriors having everything they need top to bottom. Enough shooting, enough athleticism, enough defense, and enough experience. There are no more real super teams that are just intimidating the rest of the league and you can just check it off as a win anymore. You've got teams that are not going to win a lot of games, but they're going to put up a lot of points during the season and win some games during the regular season that you don't think they should win. Orlando, Cleveland, Houston, like, they've got these young, talented players that are coming up that just don't care. And they're just going to fry. And you're going to look up and it's like, wait, they beat who? What was the score? The NBA is so chaotic this season, somebody could upset Milwaukee. Like, I just think that's already there. Again, because I think a team could get hot and give Milwaukee problems because they're very mortal. In the West, same thing, even more so. I feel like we could see the Lakers losing in the first round to Luka or to somebody they don't have any business losing to in the first or second round just because of the chaos. Give me any thoughts you have about this video, about this NBA season. Do you see the chaos that I see? Are you enjoying it? Go down in the comments and hit me. Let me know your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, just go down and click like for me and subscribe to Basketball Society. Stick around. Stay tapped in. The podcast is coming soon. See you guys next time.